What's up guys, welcome to Grease Lightning Reactions. This is going to be my third attempt to try to make this video. First time I had a corrupt file and the video started skipping around. I got to around 3 minutes before I had to stop, re-download the episode. Second time there was no video, so let's hope that there's nothing that happens this time. So that's just a preface so you guys know up until 3 minutes, 3.5 minutes, I don't know what's going on, alright? 3, 2, 1. Alright, it looks good. Alright, the subtitle's a little off. There we go. Rohan Kshiver. I'll enjoy if this guy sticks around, but I think this is a one-off. Nostalgia. When I was originally making this video, I thought he said nostalgia sake. He was looking for a nostalgia sake. It's a great moment, but soba shop and a convenience store. Yeah, the road isn't there. And some differences in the map. He's so full of himself. Like, he's still calling him sensei, even though the things he did to him? I don't know. I don't think I'd be doing that. I'd probably drop his manga. The post. Yeah, what is up with this? Don't tell me it's like a dog stand user or something. Onodera! Team Onodera. Nisukoi. Rocky! That was the name of the dog I had in India. Yeah, should not end up there. This is around where I stopped. As soon as he sends reverb into the sky, it started skipping. I didn't realize he could do Act 1 separately. Something touched it. The hell? Yep, and this is what it skipped to, right here. Well, you don't know! Could he send out something like that before? Yeah, he changed. Yeah, okay. Lame people. He'd be an awesome addition to the crew. Her sizes. This is unnecessary. He's bleeding from the nose. You're straight for the French kiss. She still seems suspicious. Pocky? Yo, it's straight Pocky. It's not even Rocky or anything. Is that a thing? Yo, straight on! Oh! Did she actually believe this? Yeah, this camera. And it skipped all the way over to here. That look he had. A murder. I heard this was supposed to be a really good episode. Because the dog, dude. You lick it? Yeah. Arnold. It's a good name for a dog. And that's when she died. Is that her parents? Flayed alive? Oh, the dog! Ooh, she's getting to both of them. Is this a story? I bet it's a story. A story that ends up becoming true. Like the dog. I think she's trying to just scare him right now. See, I knew it! But this dog's gonna show up. The sound. That wasn't... What? He read the... He read their story? Oh, you couldn't tell from later on. Okay. I'll leave that. You're gonna end up in the same place again. There's the post. Right? Yeah, and it's still there. Yeah, the ghost. There's a wall. They're in, what the oh. Yeah, okay, what's that? That's true. Yes. Yeah, the fact that they noticed the road. That's supposed to be a ghostly one. A bound spirit. The story. What happened afterwards? Yeah. So once they find her, maybe she won't be bound anymore. I mean, who would believe her? It'll believe them. Eight times the national average. What's the national average? Fly a boat. Ah, she would see them. Oh, I was like, why is she taking off? And I was wondering, why didn't she have a wound? Like the dog does. She should have a knife wound back there. It's hell. There's so many bad things happening here. Okay. So a serial killer still in the town. Not interested, but he can't leave, can he? To get... That's the only thing that interests him. Alright. He's a single track mind. Seems so shady. Even a dog can handle it. Which means you'll die. Right. Right. Just don't turn around. Yeah, it's not going to be simple. They're going to hear something. They're going to have a feeling behind them. Yeah. This is going to test them. The dead? It's so close. Keep your wits. Yo. Can't they run for it? It's gonna trip you. No. The hell? You just ripped the stand. He's gonna make him go blind? Yo, he's scared out of his mind. It's gone. What a weird phenomenon right there. You ghosts seem like such chill things in any depiction. But I feel like they'd be so bored being tethered to one area, not being able to do anything. Alone for the sake of the living. Yeah. So who is this murderer? Sugimoto family. How does this old man know? Come on. What a coincidence. Oh. He was alone. Is that why you saw the ghost? She saved him. Now he has to do something. So he saw nothing about himself in her account. It's not to be continued yet. Whoa. It's a different transition right there. She's my type. I bet he is. I bet he is. I bet he's a stand user. They're asked it. Is that what's gonna happen? Murderer? Is he in the back? This is an important episode. Opening and ending not there. Unless it was just too long. They're not showing this woman or dude. Nail polish. Purse. The hell? This is so messed up. Yo! That's the main villain right there? I thought his name was Kira. I'm not sure. So, what I know about the main villain, I know one of the villains' names was Kira. I don't know if it was part 4 or part 5. And the dude was, I think he was supposed to look a little weird. I played a little bit of a game, like it was a JoJo's fighting game, and it featured, I believe it featured Kira in it. It's not the horse guy. The horse guy is like really late, isn't he? Part 7, part 8 or something? This guy looks way more normal than I actually pictured the main villain being. Now, the question for me is this guy related in any way to Dio? I love Dio as a character. I don't think it's going to be Dio related. There is a character that's Dio related that I know of. But I don't know if Kira is related in any way or if he's a completely separate villain. Huh. Is this the villain? I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I've been waiting to see the main villain. I've been waiting for the main characters to focus on the villain. Now, here's what I've always thought. Stardust Crusaders was great because it borrowed the best ideas from part 1 and part 2, such as the humor, the bigger cast, traveling to different locations, and putting it all together with a new thing called stands. And I liked in Stardust Crusaders that there was a clear-cut journey, a journey from point A to point B, and the way, like, the people they met were either coincidentally stand users, or they were working for Dio. So it was all boiling up toward one area, and that was the ultimate fight with Dio. Now this, I feel like this whole thing, while it's supremely entertaining because it's JoJo's, I feel like it lacks that glue that holds it together. Because right now all we have is a bunch of things happening in this one city, but the only thing that's connecting any of it together is this bow. This bow that's been changing hands, and there's no one thing that we're trying to get to, really. We're trying to figure out where this bow came from. We know that the old granny that was with Dio had this bow at one point, but we don't know much else. We haven't made much progress, I think, towards anything. That's the only concern I have right now. I don't know if it ever gets to that way, or if we're just gonna have this type of situation. I'm sure it boils down to something by the end, but I don't know how long it takes to get to that point. Now, like I said, don't get me wrong, I'm enjoying the hell out of this. You should probably be able to tell that. It's just one of the things that I like to have in something that's a little more episodic, a little more monster of the week, like JoJo's is. If there was any other show with this kind of formula, I don't think it would be as good, because none of the other shows have the style, the humor, the characters that JoJo does, or the aesthetic, or the ideas in general, to carry that and make it amazing. But I feel like to get even further, one step further, we need some type of goal. And we spent this entire episode on these ghosts. No opening and no ending. We just saw credits rolling in the beginning, we saw credits rolling in the end while things were occurring. And that immediately should tip you off. This is an important episode, or this is an episode that was a longer chapter, or a series of chapters in the manga. So they wanted to fit it in to one episode, and the only way they could do that was by cutting the opening, cutting the outro. You know, they did what they could, and I think the pacing was fantastic. This was great the way they did it. I thought it was hilarious that taxi ended up being exactly what I thought it would be, because they're like, oh, it's not like they're gonna drive up in a taxi. I mean, he wasn't driving a taxi; he was driving a car, and he pulled up right there. I was like, I mean, I can't even be mad. This is what JoJo does. It's great. And like I've said, JoJo's never been about unpredictable plot points. There's unpredictable things that happen within each episode, but JoJo's not super known for, whoa, I didn't see that coming, or anything like that. But, man, I'm curious now. So this guy's a straight murderer. I don't even know if he has any goals. I might be ranting, and this might not even be the main villain. I don't know. The story itself was really fun to watch. I enjoyed the ghost story. I really enjoy ghost stories. And the fact that we got Rohan with Koichi the whole time. I feel like Koichi by himself is not too fun to watch. I feel like Josuke and Okuyasu outshine him in every way as main characters. But then again, I feel like every part has had one of those characters that you know, don't quite shine by themselves, like, but they get like a little more time than you would think they would. I feel like every part has someone like that, right? I guess it's more so now. Who was it in the original crew that I didn't really like? I didn't like Avdol's too much. But the others, like Polnareff was really fun to watch. Man, I'm forgetting names now. Yeah, I guess it's... I haven't had a character that I don't super like this as a main cast person in a long while. He has his moments. I feel like the best thing that Koichi has is not when he's a singular character, but when he's interacting with others. When he's interacting with Josuke, when he's interacting with a crazy villain like we had when he was locked in that room. That was funny. But him as a singular personality or stuff, I not too wild about it. So Rohan being there, being the quirky dude he is, and having, you know, one of my favorite voice actors, made it that much better, I feel like. If he had just been lost in that little corridor by himself, I don't know if I would have enjoyed it as much. And seeing like life and death stuff like this is also a little different. You know, in the first JoJo's we had the like vampires. In the second we had, you know, focus on like, what was it, like, what were they called? Like pyramid men? Tomb men? What were cars? Whamu. And AC/DC. What were they? What kind of people were they? Pillarmen? Pillarmen was the word, right? So we went back to something like, you know, it's always borrowing from something, some core idea, and now we have like the afterlife and a glimpse at that kind of stuff. That was cool. That was really cool. And Rohan acting so like fast to save Koichi. He was a goner. Okay, I feel like I'm ranting. It's already almost 33 minutes long. Alright, I'm going to end it there. Let me know what you guys thought of this episode. I don't really want confirmation too much about if this is the main villain, because obviously if he is the main villain, we'll have plenty more of him, and he will be the central focus from now on, and it'll be clear. I don't need people to tell me. But, you know, I feel like people keep... There's a thing that I've noticed, you know, there's always people that feel good about knowing something that a live reactor doesn't. So they feel the need to semi-spoil people to do that. Now, it's different if it's something I've missed or something that's established. I don't care if you let me know that. I welcome that, but I want you guys to think before you comment a little bit. Because sometimes I feel like you don't do that. I'm not talking about everyone, but some people, I feel like that's the case. Anyway, guys, if you guys enjoyed this reaction, please like and subscribe. And as always, thank you for watching. I'll see you guys next time.